if you ever watch competitive gaming tournaments, you're gonna notice that these high-level gamers always have this on their desk. These are simply electronic, rechargeable hand warmers, and between rounds, lulls in action, the gamers always grab these and hold them for as long as possible. And this is because warm hands simply have better dexterity. So for activities like competitive gaming, where response time and twitchiness is very important, having warm hands is absolutely essential, and hand warmers is how this is accomplished. And when it comes to the hand warmers that these professional gamers employ, it looks like they're using this model right here. And these hand warmers are rechargeable, they have a few different heating modes, and they connect to each other magnetically to help with storage and not losing them. But I have noticed that there's a new design hitting the market that I think really adds to the utility. And a few weeks back, I ended up buying one of these new models. So the big improvement here is the charging case. These follow a very similar approach to earbuds, how these have a case to both protect and charge their batteries, extending their use time. And this also means that you do not have to charge each hand warmer individually. All you have to do is plug in the case and it automatically charges both itself and the hand warmers. And I gotta say, I was very surprised with the size of the battery in this case, because it comes in at 10,000 milliamp hours. And each hand warmer has a built-in 2,000 milliamp hour battery, meaning that this case can recharge both hand warmers about 2 times. And I think this is a really solid solution, because this maintains really awesome battery life while reducing the size of each individual hand warmer. When it came to the old design, the hand warmers themselves were pretty big and also not very ergonomic, being that one side was completely flat. But here we have a very pleasant shape that's symmetrical with rounded edges on all sides. Now when it comes to the actual heating element, these implement 2 heating pads. You can see that this right here is the heating pad, and we have one on both sides. It's controlled via this power button, and we have 3 modes indicated by these LEDs. So that's low, medium, and high. And these do warm up extremely fast. So if we use this heat measuring gun, we should be able to see the temperature rise in real time. 28, 29, 30 degrees Celsius. And boom, within a couple seconds, we got into the high 30s. And just to confirm the backside, the heating pad here, it's also about the same. Let's go ahead and crank this all the way up to level 3. So it looks like we're maxing out at around 50, let's just say mid to high 50s. But that's just the heating pads themselves. The rest of the device, where the electronics are, it's a much more reasonable temperature. So these things work extremely well, and I almost never use them in the highest power mode. Most of the time, I keep these in the lowest power mode, and I hold on to them for about 5 minutes. I find that that's enough time for my hand to actually absorb enough heat to make a pretty noticeable difference. Now, a couple of final things I want to point out is that this supposedly has a UL certification, so it should be safe. I also noticed that when you put these back into the charging case, they automatically shut off. And then the other thing is the way that these deliver the heat. So regardless of the level that you choose, these do not stay at a constant temperature. They actually have this like pulsating effect where depending on the level that you choose, they get up to a certain temperature and then they back off, and then they get hot again and they back off. And I came to really enjoy this delivery of the heat. It almost felt like a little massage. But overall, I gotta say, I really like these hand warmers, and I think this design, this implementation, similar to earbuds with a charging case, is a much better choice. So I'll leave this exact model linked below the video. If you buy with my link, it does support what I do here. But regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.